Hail the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly. Scary Cooper, asshole! Oh, diva! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans.
Dallas still stinks.
Yo, everybody doing? King Dingbat here. So we got some breaking NFL news happening right now, and this is one crazy off season, man. This start to this off season has been nuts. It's been crazy. We've seen so many guys switch, so many prominent top guys go. You had Brown to the Raiders. You had Odell Beckham to the Browns. You have even Deshaun Jackson coming back to Philly. Now Le'Veon Bell is on the move. He signs with the New York Jets. Now, it's not a surprise that he was going to be on another team. We all knew it. I thought that this deal would have been done a long time ago with the Jets because the Jets were actively pursuing him hard from the get-go. Now, there were other teams at first, in the race for him too, along with the Jets. But one by one, we heard they would pull out. You had the Colts, they pulled out. Then you had the Raiders, they have a cash infusion problem. Then you have the Ravens, and they're no longer involved. They're going after Mark Ingram. And so, all these teams were pulling out, yet the Jets put an offer on the table, and he wasn't signing, he wasn't taking it. And people are trying to figure out what's going on. And all of a sudden, we're seeing things on Twitter and stuff saying that an unnamed team is coming in last second, trying to talk to Le'Veon, and it's preventing him from making this deal with the Jets. And I'm telling you, there's only one guy that I thought was doing it. And I'm sure most of you Eagle fans thought the same thing. Howie Roseman was working his magic. He was working that magic, and I was so excited. Like, come on, Howie, go ahead, double move off the Jets. And I was hoping, but it wasn't to be. So Le'Veon in the end signs with the Jets, and I think for the Jets, this is a great signing. You're getting a top 2-3 running back in the league. Running wise, he's the most patient running back I think I've ever seen. I've never seen a guy that waits till the last second, allows his blockers to open up holes, and then goes. You know what I mean? He's really fantastic at that. He really is. I also think he's the best pass blocking running back in the National Football League. You're getting a great pass blocker, and you're getting a guy that could catch the ball out of the backfield. He had 85 catches. 85 catches his last year in 2017. That's a lot of catches. Now, for the Jets, when you have Sam Darnold, a young quarterback going in his second year, one of the things that you want to do the most is you want to take the pressure off the quarterback. You want to take the pressure off the young kid. There's no better guy to do it than a running back, especially a running back like Le'Veon Bell. Okay? And that's what the Jets are getting there. And he is going to take a lot of pressure off of Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold should be able to flourish, man. I think this is a great move for the New York Jets. I like this move a lot for them. I think it's well worth it. Having an insurance policy, having protection, having a guy like Le'Veon Bell for a second-year franchise quarterback is important. And we should see Sam Darnold flourish in this. This is a great move. And, hey, I think this is a great move. I wish the Eagles could have got Le'Veon Bell. It didn't work out that way. So Jets should be happy. Le'Veon Bell's happy. And then as far as my team, the Eagles go, well, it's all eyes on a Tevin Coleman. All eyes on Tevin Coleman because he is what we need now. And let me tell you, I think the pressure to get him is on Howie. I really do. Because if I look at Tevin Coleman and Le'Veon Bell, those are the best two free agent running backs in my opinion. Once they're off the board, all the other running backs that are out there free agent-wise, none of them impress me. None of them make me excited. None of them make me go, oh, wow, we're going to be great. There are some serviceable guys there. There are some guys that could come in and help your team, no doubt. But there's nobody that really changes anything for me, And my focus will be go right to the draft, right on running backs early, first, second round. It have to be something like that because whoever we bring in is not going to be enough. And I'll be honest with you, even if I got Tevin Coleman, I would probably draft a running back in the second round still because he has to prove that he can be a lead back, that he could carry the load. This is what a lot of people think that he can't do. Maybe it's because he played behind Devontae Freeman. Maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's because he's been banged up before. I don't know. But he's 6'1", 210 pounds, so he's a decent sized back, only 26 years old. And if the Eagles got him, I mean, the way I see it, when I think of Tevin Coleman, if the Eagles got him, you're basically getting a guy, in my opinion, that is a lot like Le'Veon Bell in a lot of ways, okay? He's the kind of guy that could take a run and break it 50 yards for a touchdown. He could take a screen pass and break it 60 yards for a touchdown. He's that kind of guy. He can do those kind of things. He's a decent blocker as well, and I think he would be a great addition for the Eagles. And if he can prove himself to be a franchise back, and when I say that, I mean a guy who gets the majority of the carries, that can get short yards, long yards, can stay in the game as a running back, as a receiver. I mean, because look, when you have a guy that can do everything, it makes it a lot harder on the defenses to know what you're going to do. When, like, if you take the Chicago Bears, for instance, I like Jordan Howard, I really do. But when he comes in the game, I don't think defenses are concerned about him in the passing game. But when he goes out of the game and Tariq Cohen comes in, they know that it very well could be a passing situation here. So, when you have a running back that can do both and be a 3-down back, it does so much for you because it keeps the defense honest. Now remember, you're keeping a defense honest with him, and then you have on the other side, you have Deshaun Jackson now. You have Deshaun Jackson who is going to keep that safety honest. That safety ain't going to come and play Tevin Coleman in the box because he's got to worry about Deshaun Jackson. If he comes down, Deshaun Jackson's gone. He's going to go. He's going, and he's going to be wide open, and that's it because I don't think anybody can stop Deshaun Jackson on a deep route one-on-one, even to this day, even though he's 32 years old. So you have that, and then you have a Tevin Coleman who could go out and receive, run, and he can break one at any time. Now you have two fast guys, two dynamic playmakers. Man, you got something there. You got something there. And that's what I'm talking about, So I think Tevin Coleman is a key piece for the Eagles, and let's hope that the Eagles can land him, and he's probably going to go pretty quick, I imagine, now that Le'Veon Bell has come off the board. So we'll see. There's only one other thing I can think of if you don't want to go in a draft. Now, hear me out. What if, now this is kind of ball busting, but what if we look at the New York Giants and we say, boy, they give away all their talent. They're giving away all their talent. They're rebuilding. What do they need a young running back like this to wear him out for the next 4 or 5 years as they rebuild because they stink and they can't get a quarterback? Why not call the Giants up and say, hey, look, Tevin Coleman didn't work out. Le'Veon Bell didn't work out. But we'll trade you 2 first-round picks and a second for Saquon Barkley. Hey, Giant fans, you want to do it? Let's do it. Come on. It's going to take you a while anyways. You're rebuilding. Your team stinks. Let's do it. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I know my man Bad Dog. Shout out to Bad Dog. He is pissed. He is mad right now. I know Bad Dog is a mad dog. This is for you. Bad Dog is a mad dog 'cause he knows the Giants always stink. And they trade Odell Beckham because they stink. Thank you. It's coming on iTunes, I promise. But in all seriousness, Giants don't need Saquon Barkley. They're going to be bad for too long. Just an option. Now, I know. There's no way in hell the Giants would ever trade Saquon Barkley to the Eagles. I get it. I understand it. I'm just busting balls. Just busting chops. Because I know you guys gave away Odell Beckham, and I still think it's the funniest thing ever. I mean, for the Eagles, though, it's Tevin Coleman, or let's go real early in the draft, Joshua Jacobs, one of those guys. We got to do something because the other running backs that are going to be available, they don't do anything. Who are we going to bring? T.J. Yeldon in? Come on. I'm not a big fan. We could bring Blunt back in, and hey, he's serviceable, but you need a young running back to go with him. So the Eagles are going to have to make that choice, in my opinion. They're going to have to go out and get Tevin Coleman, and I hope they pursue him. I hope they don't think he's overpriced. I hope all those things, because that's one thing I'm very worried about, that they're going to think he's too much and not pay him because they're not sure if he's a lead back. We need a running back. I mean, we really need a running back. If we get the right kind of running back in for the Eagles, we are going to go a long way, as long as Carson stays healthy. So we're going to see what happens now. Le'Veon Bell is a Jet. Congratulations to the New York Jet. You deserve it. Eagles, all eyes on Tevin Coleman. All eyes on Tevin Coleman. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see what happens. And then, hey, Giants, you need you need some picks. Well, give us a call. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat.